answer briefly that it's not clear that Common Core has yet worked out a way to handle any children with special needs. They are expecting all kids at a grade level to learn whatever is at grade level. And so far as we know, at this point, they are not making any differences or accommodating either end of the learning spectrum adequately.
Let me say one thing about that.
Just in the works.
Because in special ed, you have this wide range of different kinds of students. So you have high needs children, clearly, and we would all know that they're high needs children. And then you have a whole range of children who just really have been funneled into special ed because they were never actually taught how to read well. And so the number of reading IEPs that you have is just staggering. The Common Core does not address that, because the Common Core does not state emphatically probably the #1 standard that we need to adopt in every state in the country, which is, in order to teach students how to read and to spell, schools will instruct them in explicit phonics. That is how you learn how to read. But the Common Core doesn't do that, and it puts a lot of pseudo-phonic language in there to make you think it's phonics, but it's not. And that disproportionately affects the number of children who do not internalize the code that is the alphabet. And therefore, they're the ones who are left struggling from year to year because those problems have not been addressed.
Just this is not special needs, this is English language learners related. And one thing I would note is we've done some anecdotal surveys in Massachusetts of some of the early grade impacts of some of the math standards, which require some articulation about how the kids are actually doing the math problems. And what you're finding is that kids who come in as speakers of a different language, whether Korean or Spanish or otherwise, they find that extremely difficult, and it puts them at a disadvantage. So there's some things that are built into the math standards that actually are somewhat more punishing to English language learners. To the extent to which that will play out, that's a research question.
Next question is open. Would